Hello everyone. So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So today we are going to cover a very important topic is how should we create a CV so that we start getting calls from the companies, right? So the CV is a very important and the foremost thing. That is the first impression that the recruiter or the hiring team will look. From CV only they will get an idea how much you are going to fit into their job role. So CV is very important, and I'm going to share with you very important tips and tricks that you have to follow in order to get the maximum calls from the companies, right? And before that, if you're watching this video for the very first time, then please do like, share, and subscribe our channel. So the CV is very important. So let's see how to get 3x calls from the companies after fixing CV, right? So these are few of the tips and tricks that uh, we should definitely follow in order to get the call. See, now what is a CV? So CV is nothing but it's a document which will summarize your education, your work experience, your skill set, and your achievements, right? It is an essential tool for the job seekers, right? Now, let's look at all these tips one by one. So the very first tip is you should tailor your CV to the job you are applying for. Now, generally, what do? We create one resume, for example, xyz.pdf, right? And we don't update it. Let's say if someone is looking for Selenium skills with Python as a programming language. If you know Python, you should add Python in your resume, not send them the CV with Selenium with Java only or Selenium with C# only, because your CV is not going to get selected, boss, because they are looking for Python in your resume, right? So the CV should reflect the requirements. CV should be something which should be answering directly to the requirements what they are searching for, right? You should keep it concise. The CV should no longer be more than 2 pages, right? So you have to use bullet points and you have to use short sentences to make it easy to read. It should be readable, right? If you keep it 6 to 7 pages, no one is having that much time. No one is having that much patience to go through each and every page, each and every detailed information in your resume, right? You have to use a very clear and professional format, right? Using a simple font, and you have to avoid using too many colors or graphics. Make sure your CV is well organized and easy to navigate. It should be simple and sober, right? You might add those designs of flowers, bullets. Bullets you can add point as a pointers, but flowers and all those things, those does not looks professional. You have to highlight your achievements. You have to use specific examples to demonstrate your skills and achievements, right? This will help you to stand out from other candidates. Highlight your achievements. So let me take a very simple example. Let's say if you are telling that you have contributed to that test automation framework. So how much you have contributed? So maybe you can tell that you have added a utility which was uh, or you have added some Java code, or you have added some code or some um, you know coding in such a manner that now the test cases are very easy to be built up. Or maybe someone can say that you have contributed to 20% of the test automation coverage. So earlier it was 45%. You joined the team, and you and other person is also is only working, and it has reached to 60 to 70% now. So kind of you along with your team member have increased the automation coverage, right? Or you can also say that with the help of automation framework, you were able to find maybe 4 to 5 defects in one sprint. That sprint can be of 2 weeks, right? So this is how you have to be the you have to implement the data-driven approach. The more data you will add in your resume, automatically the skills will be coming out from your CV as a flying colors, right? So recruiters or those people would be very happy to go through those things. Include include relevant keywords. Many employers are using applicant tracking system. So this is nothing but it's a kind of an automated system to filter the CVs. So make sure you include relevant keywords that match the job description. Proofread your CV. Your CV should be done thoroughly proofreading. Yesterday, I came across a CV in that the 9 digits of the mobile number was written in one font and the last digit of the mobile number was written in another font, right? So that should not happen, right? Remember, your CV is the chance of, the first chance to get you a job, right? So what I would do is these are the few tips and tricks. And we have also received a good amount of CVs. We also have the CVs from the people who have got selected in multiple companies. So if any one of you are looking for, CV template or CV format, just mention in the comment section of this video how many years of experience, format you are looking, and what is the email address that we should send an email to, right? So we will send an email to that particular email address in the next 24 or 48 hours max to max, right? So these are the important tips and tricks that you should follow as a part of, resume writing, as a part of CV, right? And if your resume is going to be very lengthy, up to 6 to 7 to 8 pages, right? So it will be very difficult for any recruiter to select you for that job until unless you have got a very good reference in that company, right? But still, keep your pages length up to keep your CV length up to 2 pages only. Should not be more than 2 pages. If 1.5 page as a beginner, or as a 2 to 3 years of experience, is also fine, right? It should not exceed more than 2 pages, right? And if you are an automation person, if you are doing test automation, right, then add your Git link into the GitHub link into your resume, and it should be clickable. Add your LinkedIn profile link also in your resume. It should be a clickable, right? It should be a hyperlink where once you click, so the recruiter or the hiring manager or maybe the interviewer can also get navigate, and they can see what all things you are doing on LinkedIn. They can see what type of code you have written, what code you are actually writing in your free time, or whenever, if you are experience. Those kind of GitHub links are very helpful. I have seen people getting hired just because of the code that they have written in the GitHub link, right? This is definitely very important thing, right? So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more updates.